How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. Hope you're having a spectacular day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future content. I do stream regularly on Twitch at Douglas447. So if you guys would head over there, follow so you don't miss out on that awesome content when it does drop and happen. And in today's video, we are going to be, of course, talking about Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. This is one of my favorite Scooby-Doo adventures, but it's not the best. There are some issues, and I'm going to be diving into that here in this video. If you guys are missing out on anything Scooby-Doo related, I do have a playlist here on the channel, and I will leave a link to it at the end of this video. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase came out in 2001. It is rated PG. It's about 85 minutes long. The film is very basic at its core. It's about Scooby-Doo and the gang being trapped inside of a video game, in cyberspace. And that concept is cool. I just wish it was a little more fleshed out. There's so much happening in this film, and nothing really gets to shine through and stand out on its own. So, Scooby-Doo and the gang, they get trapped in this video game world, and they're trying to capture this new monster, this phantom virus. And I wish the virus had more of a personality, if you will. The film is still hilariously funny. I was constantly laughing and giggling, even upon rewatching this movie. It's full of cool mystery moments. The animation style, it still looks gorgeous. It still looks wonderful to look at 20 plus years later. The film also keeps the humor, the Scooby-Doo heart, soul, and nature, the family-friendly environment that Scooby-Doo always has brought. It's here on display in this movie still. And the characters also behave like how they would in the Scooby-Doo show. The film doesn't have any, modern day agenda or politics or woke messaging thrown in. It's just a good, clean, adventure-like film. And I highly encourage you guys to watch this movie just for that sake. Now, moving on to some things that I kind of don't like. I'm surprised that this film is 85 minutes long, and it takes about 25% of it before the game gets put into the video game cyberspace thing. I kind of felt like it would have been a little faster. I know a lot of people compare this movie, and I'm going to do it now. Compare Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase to Spy Kids 3D Game Over. Because it has the very same plot and premise as this movie does. Kid gets sucked into a video game, has to figure out what's going on that's wrong, because something's happening in the video game that's affecting the real world. But there's no stakes, there's no oomph, there's no, we gotta get this done because, we have a countdown timer until doomsday kind of thing. There's none of that here in the Scooby-Doo and Cyber Chase film, unlike in Spy Kids 3. I just wish that there was more of a threat. Like the Phantom Virus doesn't really come off as a villain. There really is no villain in this movie. And that's a problem. You can't have a bunch of heroes in your film without having a villain, whether that's a B or C tier villain. There's no villain in this film. There's just things are happening. The Mystery Inc. gang's just going through video game levels. And I'm just like, where's the threat? Where's the danger? Where's the overall arching, looming doom for our characters to have in the back of their mind while they're also overcoming all these other obstacles? And there's none. There is no overarching threat to this movie. It's just a series of random encounters, whether it's doing something on a moon or battling skeleton-like gladiators or avoiding a shark underwater or, it throws in, at the final level of the game, it throws in all these old villain monsters, and it tries to pull at your heartstrings with a bunch of other references and Easter eggs from past Scooby-Doo adventures and be like, hey, remember all this stuff? And I'm just like, yeah, and I don't feel like it's a threat because they're in a video game. Even in the beginning part, when the gang gets sucked into the video game, they try to make it so, you're supposed to feel scared for our group of, heroes, where they're like, oh, even though we're in a video game, we can get hurt. We can die. And I'm just like, but they never show it? They never show anyone getting hurt. You know, there's no blood, there's no nothing, nobody gets injured, no one breaks a bone or anything. Everyone's safe in that regard. And so they really needed to make this a little bit more violent. I know Scooby-Doo is supposed to be family friendly, but you could have made this PG-13, just a tad bit, okay? Just show a little bit of blood, just a little bit. Everyone's got blood, so just show a little, just a little bit. I will say probably the best Easter egg / reference was seeing the old animated Mr. Ink gang meet the new. I like that. It worked well, not only for the plot, but it made sense for the plot. It made sense, but it also made sense in world. So I like that. Another thing I don't like is the film a couple times tells you things, so it treats you as an idiot. It treats you like you're dumb, and I hate when kid-like movies do that to the audience. And I'm like, I know that this character is riding a T-Rex and this character is coming after me. I can see it with my own 2 eyes. I don't need a narrator in the movie, basically, telling me this. Let me just look at the screen and figure it out for myself. I'm not 5. Okay? I didn't like that. And then lastly, like I said earlier, I didn't like the virus as a villain because the virus really doesn't do anything to warrant being a villain. It's not a threat. It's just more of a obstacle, more of a nuisance. Just something there that the gang has to overcome over and 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 over again. Okay? When you find out that the true villain is just a really pissed off game maker in the real world that created the virus to piss off the main game maker of this Scooby-Doo adventure, I'm just like, really? And anybody that's older than 6 can figure out who the villain was, who the evil game maker was. I know I'm making a Spy Kids 3 Game Over reference, but I'm just like, really? It's a human that's just having a bad day and having a pity party that, oh, look, my project's getting funded and yours isn't. And I'm like, really? That's it's just lame in terms of the villain and the motivations. I just wish it was a little more mature and thoughtful. So I understand not every single Scooby-Doo episode or movie is going to be on the same level of intelligent, cool, in-depth villainy such as Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. But like, come on, this is cyber world. You could have done so much more. And I'm just disappointed. It's still a good movie to watch. I still enjoy watching it. But every time I watch it, there's more stuff I find and I'm just like, why didn't they do this? And why didn't they do that? Why is this film so short? You should have had an extra half an hour and things could have been a little more fleshed out. So that's my personal pet peeves. I still like the movie. I still highly encourage you guys to check it out. You know, there's things I like and things I don't like, and that's just how it is. So I'm going to give the film a 7 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.